You keep showing up like they're not trying to break you every single day. Like you don't hear the shift in their tone the moment your back is turned. Like that fake love doesn't sting. Like venom, slow and subtle, crawling under your skin. But listen, this world, it wasn't made for the soft-hearted. It's a war zone. And those who lead with kindness, they get crushed first. You still believe loyalty earns loyalty back. Still think that giving love guarantees love in return. Number, it makes you the easiest target, the one they use up first, the one they leave when life gets ugly. That's not betrayal. That's how survival works out here. You've been too forgiving, too slow to walk away, too scared of being alone, and that's exactly why they treat you like an option. They smell your hesitation like blood in the water. And they're sharks. Sharks dressed like friends, smiling like family, laughing with you, while hiding the blade behind their back. And what do? You keep giving, keep hoping, keep holding on. But here's the truth. You need to stop. Notice how people get uncomfortable the moment you start taking yourself seriously. The second you stop replying instantly, stop explaining your every move, stop chasing approval, suddenly they get angry. Why? Because they can no longer control you. You stopped playing weak. You stopped being easy access, and that makes you dangerous. So here's what you do. Erase the version of you that wanted to be liked. Kill it. Drag it into the alley of your mind and bury it there. When they ask what happened to the old you, smile, cold, silent, and say, he got tired of begging for respect he should have had all along. You want to be taken seriously? Then stop giving chance after chance. You want them to stop disrespecting you? Stop laughing with the people who do it. Stop engaging. Stop explaining. Don't argue. Don't fight. Just disappear. Quiet. Ruthless. No drama. No warnings. Make them question if you ever cared. Make your absence echo louder than your presence ever did. Because people won't remember your words. They'll remember the silence that followed after you walked away. You ever notice how they only start respecting you after you respect yourself? That's the shift. That's the turning point. When you stop answering 3 a.m. calls from people who wouldn't even notice if you vanished, that's when they realize they can't pull your strings anymore. Not with guilt, not with fake love, not with pity. You become unreadable, untouchable, and people fear what they can't figure out. Remember this: respect always follows fear, never the other way around. Burn it into your mind like a scar. You didn't lose them because you weren't enough. You lost them because you were too much, too real, too loyal, too deep for a world full of actors. You bled for people who wouldn't even hand you a bandage. You loved the unlovable. You gave to the ungrateful. You stayed loyal to the disloyal. And for what? So they could call you too serious? Too deep? Too intense? Number, you weren't the problem. You were just awake in a world full of sleepwalkers. And now you lie there, staring at the ceiling some nights, wondering where it all went wrong. In the silence, it weighs more than the pain, and then the questions creep in. Were you too loyal? Too giving? Too real? But let me tell you something. That pain you feel, it's not your ending. It's your transformation. That burn in your chest, that's not your downfall. That's your resurrection. You sit with it. You face it. You don't numb it. You don't hide from it. You let it teach you. Let it sharpen you. Let it mold you into someone they never saw coming. You don't break. You evolve. Not softer. Not bitter. Just colder. Smarter. More focused. Because pain doesn't just scar you. It hones you. They called you Too sensitive? Good. It means you feel deeper than most will ever dare to. But now, you don't hand those feelings out freely. You pour that energy into your grind, into your body, into your mind, into your future. Every tear you shed, every night you bled, they weren't breakdowns. They were blueprints. You were building in the dark. No map, no spotlight, no applause. Just quiet, relentless progress. And when you finally show up, they won't even recognize you. Because betrayal doesn't always scream. It whispers. It comes in missed messages, shifted tones, unspoken tension. And yet, you still showed up, still gave, still stayed loyal to ghosts. But not anymore. Now you see clearly. Now you protect your peace like a kingdom. Now you speak less, observe more, and react only when it's strategic. Because pain taught you how to read between the lines. How to spot the masks. How to protect your energy like it's sacred. And when you get serious, really serious, everything changes. You stop explaining. You stop defending. You stop being available to those who only remember you when they're desperate. Because peace has a price. And your energy, it's no longer on clearance. Wolves don't bark. Kings don't argue. And real ones, they don't chase. You're past all that now. Now, you move with purpose, with silence, with eyes wide open. And those who underestimated you, they'll panic. Because they expected you to beg, to fold, to fall apart. But you didn't. You rebuilt quietly. No updates, no announcements, just execution. You've become unreadable, unreachable, unshakable. Every time they turned their back, you turned inward. And you found something terrifying in that darkness. Power, discipline, self-worth. You stopped chasing people. Stop bleeding for those who would have watched you die. Now you build. Now you rise. Alone if you must. With scars as your armor. With silence as your strategy. Because weakness, it was replying to the people who broke you. Strength, it's cutting ties with no speech, no drama, no hate, just peace. And loneliness, that's not your punishment. It's your proven ground. It's where warriors are born, where kings sharpen their minds, where killers of the old version of you rise from the ashes. And once you've been there, once you've lived in that dark long enough, you don't fear anything. You're not bitter, you're better. Not cold, clear, not lost, laser focused. They'll say you've changed. You have, and that's the point. You no longer make yourself easy to access. You no longer chase validation. You no longer ask to be understood. You just move, with precision, with silence that unsettles the fake and empowers the real. They thought you'd stay broken. Number now, you walk like a ghost with unfinished business. You don't flinch. You don't fold. You don't explain. You just win. In silence. In solitude. In strength. Because you stopped being predictable. Now you're unforgettable. Stay focused. Prove you're not to be messed with. And if you're ready to teach them that you're not to be messed with, comment yes and subscribe.